Happy New Year, happy 2024. This is season 2, episode 1, and we're starting it off with Trevor Sherping. He's the library director, and Olivia Kaler. She is the director of youth services for the Kalona Public Library in Kalona, Iowa. And for folks who don't know, that's Kalona with a K. And it's all brought to you by Griner Auto Body of Washington, Iowa, using state-of-the-art techniques and decades of experience to get your car back on the road after an accident. Car Doctor of Washington, Iowa. No matter who Frankensteined it, they can fix it clean and customize it. McDonald Boneyard and Auto Recycling of Keota, Iowa for all of your farm equipment and auto recycling needs. Hinshaw Trailer Sales of Richland, Iowa. You need a trailer? They've got your trailer, and they fix what they sell and don't in their full-time repair shop. Gerling Repair of Winfield, Iowa. If your mower is dead, call Fred, your Husqvarna, Aaron's, and Gravely dealer, and he also sells Husqvarna snowblowers, and he fixes all makes of snowblowers as well. B&B Propane and the family of Jet Stops present Southeast Iowa Today. I'm John Bain, author of Christie's Journey, The Beat Goes On, and your host. Let's get right to it. Olivia and Trevor, thank you for being on Southeast Iowa Today.
You bet.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Oh, you're quite welcome. And Happy New Year to both of you, too.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Thanks. Now, we're here at the Kalona Public Library, and there's always something going on. And I reached out to you just a few days ago and said, I want to know what's happening for the new year. Yeah. So who wants to start telling us about that?
Yeah, Olivia, I think she's got a new program that we're starting for the winter.
We do have a family reading program bingo card for all ages. Every square on the bingo card is library adjacent somehow. There are activities you can do at home. There are activities you can complete here in the building. And just one card per family will get you some free prize books at the end of our program, which it ends February 29th. So all of January and all of February, these are available here at the library.
So what is, give us an example of what's on the card.
One of them says to play the outdoor instruments. We have instruments in the garden next door.
Okay.
One of them says check out a graphic novel, or how about ask the librarian on the desk a research question.
Oh, okay.
So there's lots of things you can
I bet
do.
they appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fun.
Sometimes we get some bizarre questions.
We
It's
like
pretty
the
fun.
stump the librarian idea.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And it goes, so it's on now.
It's on now. You can pick up a bingo card at the desk, and you can turn in a single bingo, which will get you one free book. So if you do one line, either up, down, diagonal, or you can complete a blackout bingo card, and then hopefully everyone in your family will receive a book.
That would be cool.
Yes.
That would be cool.
Yes, age-appropriate books. We
Sure.
have them all, board books on up.
Well, speaking of age appropriate, one of the last times I was here, we talked about the Dolly Parton Imagination Library.
We did.
And
Very well, wouldn't you say?
I would say. Yeah, the foundation started it last month. Officially, they kicked it off middle of the month, around December 15th.
Mm-hmm.
Already they've got 71 kids signed up as of today. We just signed up 3 more kids.
That's incredible.
This morning while I was on the desk, there were 3 more. Yeah. It's a great program for people that don't know. If you have or if you know a kid that's under the age of 5, they get a book every single month from birth to age 5, courtesy of the Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, partnered with the Kalona Public Library Foundation Incorporated.
The only stipulation is your address.
Yeah.
That's it. If you have a 52247 zip code, you're in.
that's incredible. Now, I remember from our last conversation about this, if you are a grandparent, for example, that doesn't work?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't.
Okay.
So there are stipulations on the website with our representative that we discussed to kind of keep things from being gray.
Gotcha.
There's a black and a white to this side of the program, which is good to know.
Yes.
So that's the only stipulation is a 52247 zip code of the child that's under age 5.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And there's going to, hopefully
So
there'll be
many.
continue to always be children 0 to 5
Yeah.
coming on into the program. So
Yeah,
lots
we've
of
already
kids.
have over 20% of eligible children in the 52247 zip code signed up within 3 or 4 weeks, and it typically takes about a year
To get to
for
60.
affiliates to get that threshold of 20%. So
That's incredible.
Kalona really knocked it out of the park.
They did.
Yeah.
They did. Way to go, Kalona.
I know. I
Yeah.
kind of suggested that in our last interview. I said Kalona is go big or go home. I
Yeah.
wasn't surprised that we're already at 20.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So I want to say it. I mean, Dolly Parton is just a national treasure.
She
Yeah.
is, yeah.
She really is. And it's incredible what she has started and continues to be a part of and promote. And it's nationwide and I guess worldwide.
Yeah.
I think
actually.
it is in quite a few countries now, yeah.
That's wonderful. What else should we be talking about? Any news or anything going on that the public may not know about
We can hit
yet?
on February 1st, and then we'll go to March. How about
Sure,
that?
what's
Okay.
in February?
All right.
There is hopefully, fingers crossed, going to be a foundation fundraiser.
Oh,
So
sure.
any money that the Kalona Library Foundation can raise will now be kind of joined along with the Dolly Parton initiative. So we're hoping
Gotcha.
to kind of keep that money coming in. And we're going to try at some point in February, one of the Saturdays, to turn the library into a miniature golf course. So there's a company out of Des Moines that will come in and they bring all the stuff, all the clubs and everything you need. And we just charge per person to come in and play around a golf inside the library.
How cool is
I
that?
know. So we'll keep you posted. We don't have the date set yet, but it's coming.
Will there be like a windmill, Trevor, or anything? Do you know?
He will be the winner.
Oh, okay.
So he's
There we
gonna
go.
be here the whole time. I'm just kidding. No, I don't
We'll see how
actually
long I
know.
can stand still for. Well, I guess maybe I'll just do cartwheels and you got to go between.
There you
legs
go.
and the arms. There you go.
That's a
Wear
workout.
protective headgear.
There you go, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, that would be really
I
fun.
think so. I hope, yeah, family friendly event. Hopefully, all ages would be.
It'll be
yeah.
interesting to see what the weather's like that day because you're probably going to have a line outside the building of
I hope
people
so.
wanting to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to do
drive
this.
people in here.
That'd be
Yeah.
great.
Get the cold weather, get them in here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it'll be awesome. That's what's coming up in February. March is going to be kind of a bittersweet month. We are excited for Trevor and his expanding family. He has a child coming in March, but that does mean that
Congratulations.
His last day,
Yeah, thank you.
The last day, though.
his last day
Yeah.
as Kalona Public Library Director.
Yeah, I submitted my resignation in last month's board meeting, and they graciously accepted, allowing me to leave and be stay-at-home parent. So my last day is March 31st. Baby's due mid-March. So hopefully the timing works well, and now board's got 3 months to find a good replacement and get us off to a good start.
Well, it is bittersweet because I have interacted with Trevor a number of times
Yeah.
over the years, and you're going to be missed here, sir.
I appreciate that.
But
Thank you.
congratulations,
Yeah,
you got a
thanks.
little one on the way, and
Yeah,
that's
it's a mixture
exciting.
of anticipation and anxiety because it's our first and I don't know what to expect. And sometimes I'll talk to people and they'll say you won't sleep, and other people will say it's great. Some people say both. I don't know.
It's funny.
different for everyone.
Yeah, you won't sleep much at
Yeah.
first. But what's funny is, I have 2 adult kids now,
Yeah.
and my wife and I, and we had times where the kids wouldn't sleep, and back in the late 80s, early 90s, just let them cry. You hate to do that.
Yeah.
Well, my grandma Frances, had 11 children. My dad was the oldest of the 11. And I just said, at that time, Grandma was still around. I asked my Grandma Bain, what do you do? And she says, let them sleep with you. She says, at some point in time, they won't want anything to do with you.
Yeah.
So
Enjoy while you can.
enjoy. And she goes, and then that way everybody gets to sleep.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, it worked. And I shared this information with some people I worked with.
Yeah.
And they're like, Grandma Bain's right. So, some advice to,
Yeah.
if you want to try.
It is interesting how it changes with every generation, and some of the classes we take, like you were probably raised differently than this, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's what we recommend now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, and we evolve, we change, we learn from our experiences, good and bad. So
Yeah.
hopefully you're getting all good advice.
Yeah. I think the best thing somebody said last week was just to view it as a promotion.
Yeah.
And don't be bittersweet about leaving here because you get to go on to great new things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that you'll probably show up around here from time
Oh, I
to time.
imagine they'll barge in for story time.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Add
I
a
mean,
little bit of chaos.
Check
for
on
you.
things. Yeah.
because there might be a few folks at the library that would still like to see you.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah, I would think so. I would think so.
Yeah.
Well, we wish you the best on that.
Thanks.
That's really something, and it's nice to have Dad be able to stay at home.
Yeah.
Sometimes, because a lot of times that doesn't happen, and I mean, as a dad, every second I had with my kids was just wonderful.
Yeah,
and,
we're
you know,
super
cherished.
lucky to be able to afford to do that.
That's a wonderful
Yeah.
thing. Well, anything else that we should we share for 2024 for the Kalona Public Library?
Trevor is getting out before our spring book sale. We do have a spring book sale lined
I
up.
just didn't want to move any more books.
Understood.
Yeah, so
Understood.
I just put my resignation in just
Just in case,
Yeah.
right before. It will be the first Saturday in April, along with the Fireman's Pancake Breakfast.
Oh,
we try
okay.
to coincide that weekend, so that is scheduled for Saturday, April 6th.
Okay.
Our book sale, along with the pancake breakfast.
Now, as an author, I'm always concerned. Like, does like a local author's book get sold and then it's not on the shelf anymore?
The only reason that we would sell things from our shelves, the only thing that we would, did I say that wrong?
You're right.
Okay. The only reason we would sell something from our shelves is if it hasn't been checked out in the
Okay.
last 5 years.
Okay. Well,
So
okay.
yours
So
is
I'm
probably safe.
good for
Yeah,
that.
you are
You're
good.
fine.
Yours has definitely been checked out in that time frame.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Otherwise, the stuff that we are selling is all donated. They're all donated items for people in town, people that are decluttering, people that no
okay.
longer need board books or no longer need the YA section that their kids were using.
Gotcha.
And they bring all that stuff to us.
Well, that's a great way for it to continue to be used.
Exactly.
Doesn't end up in the island of misfit toys or,
Yep.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
books. Or
I just watched that movie the other night. Well, and it generates a bunch of money for the summer reading program and for kids programs throughout the year. So we hold 2 a year and raise almost $3,000 just
by doing that.
And I'm saying your summer reading program is always a success. You've got all ages, even adults that are involved. So I'm sure that won't change.
Nope, it's coming. I think June 10th is our kickoff this year.
And the way of the year, I mean, what is today? The 3rd of January of 2024, but next Monday is the 8th.
I know.
And it's not that far. And today's a Wednesday. I mean, it's just time goes by so fast.
Yeah.
It's too fast.
Yep.
Well, is there anything I should have asked you about the library, about your move, anything that you want to share that I didn't know to ask?
Our website is always up to date and our calendar is almost updated daily. So honestly, anything you have questions about or anytime you're interested in what's going on here, I encourage you to check our website and check out that interactive calendar.
And I'm going to put, as we're talking right now, that website address is going to be on the screen.
Perfect.
So folks will see it. And I'll also have it in the description of this episode.
Great.
So people can click on it. You guys also have a Facebook page.
We do.
We do, yeah.
Yes.
And what's that one called?
Kalona Public Library.
Very easy. And that's Kalona with a K for someone who is
From
watching in Illinois. That's right. That's right. Well, I thank you both for being on today. I wish you both the best. Happy New Year to both of you. And Trevor, good luck on your new adventures.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thanks.
Wow, big news from Trevor today for sure. And also lots of great news for the Kalona Public Library. So once again, thanks to Olivia and Trevor for being on the show today. And thank you for watching. And we've got to thank our sponsors as well. Greiner Auto Body, Car Doctor, Hinshaw Trailer Sales, Girling Repair, B&B Propane and the family of Jet Stops, and McDonald Boneyard. I'm your host, John Bain. Stay friendly, Southeast Iowa.